Hey, everybody. Musha the Scribe, sending all light, love, and healing energy to all the celestial beings of the cosmos. Let's talk about marijuana and mushrooms. And both of these are natural substances that help decalcify the pineal gland, also known as the third eye, activate all the chakras within, and it helps you, have a healthier body. But a lot of these substances nowadays, excuse me, are being abused. So I just want to break down how you really supposed to intake, these substances. And just because, they're natural doesn't mean you're supposed to be lighting and smoking them and eating them by the handful and things like that. So let's start with the marijuana, okay? Marijuana, also known as cannabis. It actually comes from the Canis Major star system, Sirius. I know if you ever looked at marijuana, it looks different than other plants and shit, right? It's extremely dense. It's a very dense blood. It's not a dense bud. It's not an open flower like most of our flowers on the planet. And this is because Sirius is located, farther out in the galaxy where weight is different. So the same way we talk about how their beings have different, denser muscles and things, the plant life is the same. The plants have denser buds, they're denser plants. All right, so that's why the shit looks like that in the first place, if you never knew that. They named it cannabis because it comes from the Canis Major star system, aka Sirius. All right. In ancient times, when marijuana was first introduced to the planet, because originally it wasn't a plant that grew here. It's an import, okay, from Sirius, as I said. Nobody smoked weed. Nobody smoked trees, cannabis, marijuana, sticky icky, chronic, whatever you want to call it. You ate it. You took the bud and you ate it. The same way that you sprinkle parsley and cilantro and things like that on your meals and whatnot is the same way that's how you're supposed to intake marijuana. Okay. Yes, it's a natural substance that's made to decalcify the third eye and things, but when you heat up something past the natural temperature, like when you put the fire on that blunt or that joint, and you put that fire onto that bud, you're actually causing toxins to release from that bud. Okay, because heating it past a certain degree is introducing an unnatural element. If the sun's not sparking it up like that, it's unnatural. Okay, the sun ain't giving off rays hot enough to be burning up no bud for you to be smoking it. So you putting a lighter to it and smoking it and burning it and inhaling it is releasing toxins, and it's countering what the marijuana is actually there for. Yeah, you're still getting high, but you're not treating your glaucoma and cleansing the blood and healing your retinas and the heart and things of that nature. Okay, so stop smoking it. Start either eating it or brewing it, in a tea, the same way that we do all the other herbs. Like y'all aren't rolling up green tea leaves and smoking them. And what else? What's the name of that relax? Like lavender tea and chlor something, the CHT. But people, you're not smoking the damn tea. It's the same category of herb, okay? So you need to start intaking it. Stop smoking the shit. Start drinking it through tea or just start eating the bud. And if I can find the link, I'll put it down in the description to one of the first recordings of the marijuana plant somewhere in Asia. And nobody was smoking it. It's supposed to be eaten or drinking as a beverage, okay? Let's move on to mushrooms. Mushrooms, like psychedelic mushrooms, not talking about shiitakes and bell and all them type things. But the psychedelic mushrooms also come from space. The structure of a mushroom, there's nothing else on the planet when it gets down to a genetic level that's built like a mushroom, except for one thing. And guess what that is? Your brain. That white brain matter inside your skull is almost the exact same matter as the psychedelic mushroom. Okay? They're not meant for you to just be taken for party purposes and shit like that. Those also decalcify the pineal gland and they give you access to higher dimensions. What people call tripping on mushrooms, when they see in different shit and all that, the mushroom actually activates different levels of the light spectrum that we currently, can't see. We only see like a 0.1% of the light spectrum. The mushroom shit opens up the light spectrum to a whole vast new level. That's why you see entities. That's why you see sacred geometry, different colors that you've never seen before, and people just think about it as like a party trip and people just trying to get out their mind and have a good time. No, Sangomas used it to access different dimensions, to see different light spectrums, to see auras, things like that, medical purposes as well, to heal certain things, healing the soul, the mind, and the body all in one. Okay, and that's what I wanted to say about the mushrooms. Pretty much, the mushrooms are cosmic brains when you break it down, and that's what you're intaking. All right, so think about this. Change your habits up with using these, medical herbs and things, and start doing things the right way, and it will change everything. All right. So just hitting y'all with that right there. Sending all light, love, and healing energy to all the celestial beings of the cosmos. It's Moose the Scribe. Mad love.